What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Welcome to another installment of T3 Off the Cuff. I had to make this episode right now because, number one, we're working on some other, much bigger reviews, but also because after I released a very recent episode complaining about the Baume Mercier Riviera and how it is essentially the same watch as an IWC Ingenieur, but there's a $10,000 difference between the two watches, and I'm sick of these industrial watches. People were like, T3 complains too much. And it's really weird because it's like, are you new here? That's all I do. All I do is complain. That has made me money. Complaining has made me money. Who would have thunk? Wow, amazing. So I'm going to complain some more today. It is 3:05 p.m. Let's get down to business. One of the reviews we're working on is for this watch, but you will not see it until the review comes out. Gato's working on it right now. Okay. Why do I complain about the Riviera and the Ingenieur? Well, because they have very, very, very similar movements. Almost exact power reserve, exact complication. I guess the newest Ingenieur is titanium. But one's like $4,000 and one's $14,000. I just don't see it. Link's here, by the way. Come here, Linky. Say hi to everybody. It's my boy Link. What up, son? But it goes further than that. All right. People are like, what's your beef with industrial bezels? Why do you complain about that all the time? Why did you rally against that on that episode? I'll show you why. I have cat hair in my beard, and Link's white. So his hair gets in my beard. And sometimes in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, I got Link's hair in my beard, and ends up as just another freaking white hair, because I'm getting old. Shut up. Whatever you're going to comment, shut up. Actually, still comment it, because it helps with the algorithm. Okay, so this is the one, the cock of the walk. And everybody knows the AP Royal Oak, right? Angular bezel. It has, the rivets in it, some screws. Man, does it look nice. Until you realize that AP has just become the Royal Oak Company. And they should, instead of AP, they should just be called RO. Because that's really all they make and all that they are known for in the modern age. I'm sick of this. I liked the APRO, and then I disliked it for a while. When I first started my channel, I was like, oh, it's my least favorite watch on earth. But then I came back around to it when they came out with the, they call it the Salmon Dial Jumbo, but the truth is, it's really like Champagne Dial. Either way, I really liked that. And then I got sick of it again. But then there's more. Remember this? Shout out Watchfinder, by the way. Remember this watch, Bell & Ross? They had to get in on the blue dial, industrial bezel, screw, BS. I was going to say a different word, but I realized Gato is not editing this one, so I have to be careful with my language. Yeah, it seems like a bandwagon, right? Oh, but those are only two examples, Jory. Okay, let's keep going. Hublot's been doing this for a really long time. These industrial bezels, flat bezel, screws everywhere. You blow your money away when you buy this, by the way. Going for $5,000. This was probably like a $10,000 watch at the time. Yeah, crazy. Then we have what I like to call the butthole watch. I referred to this watch as the butthole watch in a prior episode, and everybody got super butt mad, which is funny because they were butt mad about me calling this the butthole watch. But if you look at the dial, it has a very distinct, almost butthole look to it. And then, yes, a flat bezel with screws. Really stupid. Then, we just spoke about this. Blue dial, check dial, flat bezel, little dots here, looks like Allen screws. Some more Allen keys here. The Baume Mercier Riviera. Not quite a check pattern, but still, we're almost there. This is the only okay one. Oops, Hodinkey, stop with your pop-ups. This is the only okay angular bezel watch to own. I know, I'm not supposed to tell people what to like and what to dislike. You should not like any of the watches I've mentioned except for this watch. This is the only okay watch to like when we're talking about flat, angular, pseudo-industrial designs. Pseudo-genta, if we like to call it that. GP, better than AP all day. You could give me that salmon dial jumbo, and I would still choose this with the onyx dial and the gold indexes, gold second hand, with the perfect onyx color-matched date wheel to go along with it. It is so tasteful. The applied logo up top, it is just beautiful. Again, with their bridge logo. I absolutely love it. The Lariato. Beautiful, beautiful watch. This Infinity Edition, it is impeccable. It's going to wear large. I had the pleasure of holding one, and it is 42 millimeters. So if you have more slender wrists, it might wear a bit big. But it is an incredible watch, and I will hope to own one in the future. This is an impeccable, impeccable watch. And you know what? Out of all the watches that I showed you today that are all super similar, this is also a standout. Doesn't have a stupid blue check pattern option. I mean, there are Lariatos that do have that. This Infinity Edition does not, and it is absolutely stunning and the most refined watch on today's pseudo list. But for those of you complaining about me pointing out the fact that there's like people just bandwagoning designs because they understand that's what's hot in the moment, just step back and like look at the reality. Like this is what's going on. I'm just pointing it out. This is what has gone on. I am just pointing it out. So don't get mad at me for showing you something that's actually gone on for the last few years. I'm sick of it. So yeah, GP better than AP, and screw all of these watches, especially the Chopard Alpine Eagle butthole watch. Thank you very much for watching this installment of T3 Off the Cuff. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Guys, wanted to bring something up with you. Something might be returning on Saturday mornings. Weird. I'm not sure. It just lost it. Also, did I mention my channel memberships? Because if you want an extra episode each week, you're going to get that on the Time Teller membership. What you do is press the join button next to the subscribe button. It's like $4 a month, I think, and you get one extra episode a week, and then you also get access to the members only Discord chat. So if you want to support the channel, it's a great way of doing that. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next one. See you for the Monday review of... I can't show you. Love you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. All right, guys.